King King. Oh, tell me you're getting this. Dude, going bonkers. King King, what are you doing, big boy? You happy, puppy? You happy, puppy, big guy? I know, he's such a good boy. Daddy loves him so much. So much. Oh, love the king. Oh. Who is that?
Chi-Chi.
Cheech. Okay. Ready? Mm-hmm. Hey everybody, I want to do an introduction. We haven't done them in quite a while. And this one's kind of a special one today for a special reason. Okay, so everybody, this is King. King is a 2-year-old Chihuahua mix. Pretty colors, looks like a little Rottweiler. And King came to me back in February. I want to say it was February 23rd, 22nd or 23rd. It was actually the day I was bringing home Yin and Yang. I was only driving 45 minutes, and somewhere along the way, I get a text from Connie saying, we've got an emergency, you gotta save this dog. And I'm like, okay, when do you gotta get it? Well, can you get him today? Turns out a friend of hers knew what she was doing for a living now and reached out to her through Facebook. And apparently somebody had a dog that they were neglecting, not treating very well. And of course we get a picture of King with an extension cord tied around his neck. Well, so naturally with sensationalism, and of course I do believe they were just using it for a leash, but still it was tied in a knot around his neck. It wasn't looking pretty. So of course we said, absolutely, we'll get him. So later that night, King shows up. He's been here ever since. He's an awesome, friendly, fun, amazing little guy. The only person he had a problem with on the whole island was Bear. Him and Bear always squaring off to one another, aren't you? Aren't you? And you just won't stop no matter how bad you get it. Yeah. And so he got this thing on his neck, which we think was from Bear, biting him where it was a blocked salivary gland. That took like 2 months to go down. We thought we were gonna have surgery. Took him into the vet, of course. And then another one shows up on the other side. So he's had these conditions which have prevented me from putting him up for adoption. And in the meantime, you know, he and I have bonded. He's become one of the breakfast clubbers. He's very good because he doesn't demand to sleep in the bed. He'll sleep in one of the cots on the floor at night. So anyway, the reason I'm taking the time to introduce him today is that King has actually found his forever home. And he's going today to live with his permanent family. His permanent family happened to be very good friends of mine who came by a couple months ago, a month and a half ago, and were interested in a boy. They were getting engaged and getting a new place together. And it was a toss-up between Squeaker and King. And they took Squeaker home first for the night and fell in love with him, of course. And sadly, as we all know what happened with them. Pony, knock it off. We all know what happened, you know, with Squeaker. I don't want to go into it, to be honest with you, but you know, Squeaker passed away. They were devastated. I was devastated, and they didn't pursue the dog thing for quite a while. And then, just a little over a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, they decided they were going to take a chance and get to know King. And they were a little gun shy themselves, just because they were so devastated from Squeaker's loss. But this little guy worked his magic, as I knew he would, sadly. And I'm not all crazy about him going. Worked his magic, and King's gonna go find his forever home today with my friends Ferris and Jess. So I just want to introduce King and let everybody get to see him before he makes his way off of the island today.
It's not like he's not gonna come and visit.
Well. I know, I love you. I know. You be a good boy. Let's face it, you're just not jacked up enough to stay on the island. You're too healthy and strong. Yeah. And you're gonna make them real happy.